Howdy! I didn't see you there. I've been on for a while, but I've been pretty busy recently. Real life stuff and all that. Anyways, I wanted to make a more chill video than what I normally make. There will be some footage in the background, probably of a Mega Man or Mega Man-like game. Throughout history, people tend to gravitate towards those who have done something, whether it is being a general or being elected to an office. However, each person has their own abilities and goals who each influence the world in their own way. In our lives, we can see the people who are well known and feel lesser about ourselves, believing our abilities are worse than those who we look up to, even if we strive to get better at it. I would like to share a story about myself in a Mega Man game. I am a newer player, only starting to play the game semi-consistently around the pandemic, or 2020. As a result, there are others, many of whom playing these games their whole lives, who are better than I am. I look up to these people, finding hope that I can one day achieve my own goals with the game, even if they have been done before. I used to believe they were in a different league, in that I could not reach their level of playing, but as I continued to play, I realized how wrong I was in this regard. I would like to show 3 different runs in the same stage of Megaman Zero 3. But first, I want to give some context. Early on in late February, early March of 2024, a YouTuber/Twitch streamer known as Ladybug or the Squeaker Nerd, depends on what platform you're looking at, challenged her community to a no-damage run of Old Industrial, which is a stage in Mega Man Zero 3, with the addition that we could not change our loadout once we began the race, and that the boss was excluded. The goal was to show some of the tricks possible with the game. I ended up joining with my own goal, showing the newer players that they were able to make their own tricks as well, even if it wasn't as flashy as the more experienced players. This was the first run I recorded while practicing. As you could see, it was not a terrible run, but it could have been done better. It was nothing like the runs that my opponents had, but it was good in its own right. On the day of the race, after more practice, this was the run I got.
Thankful.
I ended up getting last place, but I did not care as I felt this run was enjoyable. I had some external struggles with the run as my dash button stopped working midway through, but I was still able to make a run I was proud of. As you could tell, it was better than the first run in a few ways, whether it be the shortcuts I made or the slight increase in speed and show of skills. This practice was not much, only being the maximum of an hour playing the stage each day, and sometimes there were breaks where I wouldn't play the stage on certain days. I had my own real life stuff to deal with after all. This was the most I could afford for practicing myself, but it allowed for a greater understanding of the stage. This was the final run I made a day later, as I was asked to make a run that showed what we wanted to achieve.
Thankful.
In the greater scheme of things, this is a simple no damage run of the stage, but I felt very proud of this. I had never had this happen before, and it was a day after the race. The practice I made, albeit small, made a difference in how I was able to run the stage. It was not perfect, but it was what I wanted to achieve. We're not perfect, and there will be something we want to do better on throughout our lives. You can achieve your goals, but you need to spend time on it. Even the harder stages, even those that we look up to people and be like, we could never do this, can be done, but it needs to be segmented into multiple different goals leading into that final goal. Nothing is done immediately, as even the more experienced people in a field have to spend time to get where they are. It is not instantaneous, but rather a time lapse. You can get what you want to achieve, whether it be playing a video game better or mastering a skill in life, but time needs to be taken to achieve them.